Now, from the station on your side, this is WAVY News 10.
Right now at 6, a babysitter facing big charges after a baby dies in her care. The jury isn't around, but the McDonald corruption trial keeps going. See what happened today in court that could have changed the whole case. And a local college campus gets a big security upgrade, some of which can be carried in a student's hand. But we'll get things started at 6 at York County. A woman tasked with taking care of 2 children now charged with the murder of one of them. Authorities say that Kyla Ziegenhagen left the children alone for hours, and during that time, the younger of the 2 got tangled up in her safety seat, ultimately taking her life. Then at your side's Andy Fox picks up the story.
Imagine you arrive home at the end of the day to find your daycare provider the center of a sheriff's investigation and your child dead. Well, that's exactly what happened here on Tuesday. On Tuesday, tragedy struck here at the landings at Langley Military Housing. A 60-month-old strangled while in a car seat in an upstairs bedroom. York-Poquoson Sheriff Danny Diggs.
The child tried to get out of the car seat, unbuckled the lower part of it, and then slid down and then got caught by the 2 remaining straps. And those 2 remaining straps is what cut off her breathing, and therefore she died of strangulation.
31-year-old Kyla Denise Ziegenhagen left the 16-month-old and an 8-year-old in her home alone while she took her dog to the veterinarian. She did take her 2 children and another child with her. When she got home, the 16-month-old was unresponsive. She called 911 while she and her husband tried to resuscitate her, but it was too late.
No overt act to harm this child that we're aware of. We think the child was probably asleep when she left.
Ziegenhagen is charged with felony murder because of the felony child neglect that led to the death. When the 60-month-old's mother arrived to pick up her daughter, Lieutenant Dennis Ivey had to do the toughest thing he's ever had to do in a 26-year law enforcement career.
I broke it as softly as I could, but I had to tell her that her child was dead. And I'll never forget the pleasant look on her face morphing into the horror about what I had just told her. It's unbelievable.
On top of that, she's 9 months pregnant, ready to deliver that day or any day. I mean, what a tragedy could have happened. I mean, because, you know, stressful situations may send you into labor.
Sheriff Diggs says the mother still hasn't given birth. Ziegenhagen refused to do an on-camera interview. We, like everyone else, have lots of questions for her. In York County, Andy Fox, 10 on your side.
And now a story about a camera from Virginia Beach where police are investigating a camera found in a locker room at a city recreation center. Court documents say the camera was found by a lifeguard earlier this week in the women's employee locker room at the Great Neck Recreational Center. The camera was disguised to look like an electrical socket. We have no charges yet in this investigation. 10 on your side's Jason Marks is looking into this story. He'll have much more tonight on WAVY News 10 at 10 and 11. A day off for the jury in the McDonald corruption trial, but a day in court for both sides in the case. It began with an attempt to get the case tossed. Defense attorneys said the government failed to prove the McDonald's violated any laws, but the judge didn't buy it. So come Monday, the defense will begin its side. Before it gets started, though, you can get caught up on the McDonald case on WAVY.com. See the latest details, tweets from reporters covering the story, including ours, and pictures of the evidence. All new at 6, Senator Mark Warner visits the Hampton VA, just one of the many facilities tied up in the nationwide scandal affecting thousands of veterans. Warner said earlier this year how upsetting it was the VA centers in Richmond and Hampton were 2 of the biggest offenders, causing wait times for appointments. Now, he says progress is being made to the system, but he continues to have concerns.
It's inexcusable that there are still numbers of people waiting more than 90 days to get a primary care appointment. Now, the numbers have come down dramatically, so that's good news, but still, waiting more than 90, 120 days is, if you're a veteran, is inexcusable.
Senator Warner told 10 on your side the money is on the way to the VA, and he hopes it goes to get both long and short-term fixes, especially with hiring and contracting primary care doctors. In this follow-up, new developments in a local police-involved shooting. Charges have been withdrawn in Maryland for the man shot by a Chesapeake officer. We've been covering this involving Michael Smith since June. Andy Fox has learned that burglary charges against Smith in Maryland were withdrawn and could be brought back pending additional evidence. Smith is out of custody, but still has the bullet in him from when the officer shot him, as we saw in this jailhouse interview. The Commonwealth's attorney ruled that shooting was accidental, so no charges, but the officer remains on leave as the internal investigation continues. A bit of a scare this morning in Newport News. Maintenance crews went to clean a vacant unit at Mariners Court Apartments this morning and thought they found a homemade bomb. They called the fire department. The bomb squad came out and discovered the device was not a threat and got rid of it. No one was hurt. A lesson in security for students and teachers. Ava Hurdle told us about stronger measures at Norfolk State. Well, tonight, another local campus with a history of crime in the neighborhood is following suit. Then at your side's Rico Bush joins us with a look at upgrades at ODU. Rico?
Well, Tom, the new upgrade marks the first time in 85 years Old Dominion University has added a number of new security measures to keep every student safe. Campus leaders believe the new tools will greatly help reduce crime in the area. It's been 85 years since the students of Old Dominion University walked onto campus and saw a number of changes to make them safer.
This is about enhancing campus safety. Every year we make an assessment about what we can do to enhance safety.
ODU fighting crime in an innovative way.
It gives us an ability to leverage technology in a way that we don't have now.
The college has launched a safety app as part of a massive safety initiative. The Live Safe app makes it easier for students in the community around the university to report crimes. It also allows people to give tips in incidents to police without sharing their name.
It's nice to have something that I could report suspicious activity or anything like that where I felt uncomfortable.
In addition to the new app, the university has increased patrols and has installed more than 1,000 security cameras on campus. A bill totaling more than $1.3 million.
I see that as being an advantage for a police department to be able to communicate in that forum.
Campus leaders say the upgrades are a critical mission to providing safety. Students agree.
I do feel safe. I always feel like there's campus police around all the time.
A vision that took 85 years to finally put in place. And a survivor of the 2007 Virginia Tech tragedy created the safety app, which is now being used in more than 25 universities across the United States. Old Dominion campus officials say students and neighbors are able to start using the Live Safe app immediately, and it's all for free. Reporting live in the newsroom tonight, I'm Rico Bush, to your side.
And it's now safe to go back in the water at the ocean front. This morning, health officials in Virginia Beach lifted that advisory for a good chunk of the resort area. It went up Wednesday and covered a span of some 50 blocks. It's one of the biggest ever. That's good news. Just in time for the weekend, the advisory for Sarah Constant Beach in Norfolk, this is Ocean View, was just lifted in the past couple of hours. No swimming signs remain up, though, for King Lincoln Beach in Newport News. Much more ahead on this Friday night, the battle over same-sex marriage. Now the bill is in the court of the couples fighting to get married. Plus, the downtown and midtown tunnel started taking their tolls 6 months ago. So how many of us stuck to the habit of finding a free ride?
And the weather's been great the past couple of days. Low humidity. We've seen temperatures in the 80s, low to mid 80s. Well, we're starting to see more changes as we head into the weekend. We're looking at more heat, more humidity. We'll have that full forecast, and we'll also talk about the chance of rain coming up.
You're watching WAVY News 10 at 6 with Tom Shad, Nicole Livas, Chief Meteorologist Don Slater, and Bruce Slater's Sports. Closed captioning is brought to you by
Michael and Son.
Chris posts, my broken sunroof is stuck open. Luckily, it's only a 100% chance of rain today. Rain does terrible things in my hair too, Chris. Fortunately, it's nice and dry. At the Honda Summer Clearance event, check out the Accord from Honda, named KBB.com's most trusted brand. It comes with awesome standard features like a rear-view camera, Bluetooth, and Pandora compatibility.
Sorry.
Hurry in to get a great deal on a Honda Accord, winner of the Best Value in America award. Now, at your Honda dealer.
We've been through a lot together over the years, but no matter what Mother Nature throws our way, you can depend on Super Duper 10 meteorologists to help your family plan, prepare, protect. Always on your side.
Next, ET, after his Parkinson's revelation, we look back at Robin Williams in happier times.
Things are happening. Be there.
His Golden Globe date with his daughter. Next, ET.
Friday at 7 p.m. on WAVY TV 10.
Wow, this is comfortable and on sale.
Oh, I love that. Let's see how we look. It's the Willis Anniversary Sale with everything in the store up to 50% off.
Take our picture in front of this one.
Okay. Get our best prices on the best names in furniture. Also get free design advice, red carpet delivery, and 1 year interest-free. Willis Furniture. Fine furniture, casual prices.
No way he's getting his face in on this one. No.
Never clean out your gutters again. Leaf Guard by Starling Guttering. WAVY's expert on your side.
Call Kalfas and Nachman. You pay no legal fees until you win or your case settles.
3,000, 6,000, 9,000? What can you save? It's the Labor Day sales event at your local Ford dealer, where you'll find America's favorite brand and get 0% financing for 72 months on 2014 Ford cars, SUVs, and crossovers. That's right, 0 for 72. That can lower your payment by up to $125 a month. That's up to $9,000 in finance savings. What can you save? Find out by September 2nd at your local Ford dealer.
Well, the next move in the same-sex marriage debate is up to the plaintiffs. They include Norfolk couple Tony London and Tim Bostic. Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts requested a response from the plaintiffs on the request for a stay. Now, Roberts wants a response by Monday. If the High Court does not issue a stay, same-sex couples in Virginia can start getting married Thursday. A stay would put the process on hold until it's reviewed. 10 on your side will continue to track developments all weekend long on the same-sex marriage ruling. And if you've been to a Farm Fresh recently, check your credit card accounts. Account numbers, expiration dates, and card holders' names may have been stolen between June 22nd and July 17th. SuperValue, the parent company of Farm Fresh, says you should check your credit card statements for unusual transactions. You can see more on this story on WAVY.com. Next at 6, Anita Blanton shows us who's still taking the long way around to avoid paying tunnel tolls 6 months after they were implemented.
Make your money work as hard as you do during Mattress Firm's pre-Labor Day sale. This week only, all Sealy mattresses are on sale. Sealy Posturepedic Queen sets are just $398.99, plus get 0% APR for 5 years, only at Mattress Firm.
3,000, 6,000, 9,000? What can you save? It's the Labor Day sales event at your local Ford dealer, where you'll find America's favorite brand and get 0% financing for 72 months on 2014 Ford cars, SUVs, and crossovers. That's right, 0 for 72. That can lower your payment by up to $125 a month. That's up to $9,000 in finance savings. What can you save? Find out by September 2nd at your local Ford dealer.
Summertime. Time for sun, fun, and bonus days at H.H. Gregg.
This is...
Get a gift card up to $500 now. The bigger the purchase, the bigger the bonus. Visit us in-store or at hhgregg.com.
It's the model year end. And we're unleashing the 2014 Nissan Altimas. Bottom line, Altima is the most exciting sedan on the road.
During Nissan's bottom line, choose Altima just $189 per month or Sentra just $149 per month.
Innovation that excites.
Shop ChooseNissan.com.
Want to catch Z's on a new mattress? It's easy with Mattress Firm's Easy Credit. Easy with 0% APR. Easy with low monthly payments. Easy even if you've been turned down. Apply today online or at any Mattress Firm store.
This segment of WAVY News 10 is brought to you by Priority Automotive, where you can have it all.
It's Friday, so that means your time going through the downtown tunnel is running out. The eastbound tube will close again this weekend from 8 o'clock tonight till 5 o'clock Monday morning at the latest. There will still need to be some work done in that tunnel. The westbound tube, though, is going to stay open. So here are all your alternate routes once again. We remind you, the Midtown Tunnel, Jordan Bridge, or the High-Rise Bridge. And they say that old habits die hard. 6 months after the tunnels were tolled, who is still taking the long way around to avoid them? Then at your side's Anita Blanton is on Toll Patrol tonight with some new numbers. Anita?
Yeah, Tom, after the first day of weekday tolling in February, we reported the traffic was about 25% lower than usual before the tolls. After the first month, that number had gone down to around 22%. And today, I found out that since then, it's been on a steady decline. It really seems like more people are weighing the options and little by little making the choice to go back to their roots. R-O-U-T-E-S, tolled or not.
People protested paying tolls for drives they'd made for years for free. But new numbers show that once the deal was done,
it does eliminate a lot of the discretionary travel. People will tend to reconsider their trips or maybe go around the other way.
And since many drivers have done the math, more and more have bitten the bullet and taken the downtown and midtown tunnels, tolls and all.
It wasn't smart for me because my job is at the first exit out of the tunnel. So it would have been no point to drive around and waste more gas, and that's even more money.
Here's the breakdown for the first 6 months of toll tunnels, showing the percentage of fewer drivers using Elizabeth River tunnels as compared to the same month in 2013. Nearly 22% less vehicles may have gone through the tunnels in February when we first began, but by July,
we're seeing 10% less traffic than we did in July of 2013, and that's compared to almost double the diversion we saw at the very beginning of tolling, so people are coming back.
Anyone who drives these tunnels regularly can tell the difference.
It's actually getting back to normal. A lot of people, I believe, are actually getting on board. Once you figure out that you're paying more in gas than you actually are in tolls.
ERC's Layla Rice told me it's what they bargained for. A bit of backlash in the beginning, believing people would see the benefits over time.
People say, I can get to work a lot quicker. I don't have to factor in the what about if the tunnel's backed up issue, and that is beneficial to people. Their time is valuable to them.
And she says the benefits will keep adding up once the new tunnel is open in late 2016, and there's additional capacity from that. It's scheduled to open around the same time as the MLK extension, which she says will create a fully connected network with the downtown and midtown tunnels. Anita Blanton, 10 on your side.
Now your Super Doppler 10 forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona.
Well, it's Friday night, and a lot of folks want to do something this weekend. They want to go to the beach. Maybe they want to go golfing. Well, the weather is going to cooperate for the most part. The heat and the humidity will be making a return, and we are going to have a slight chance for rain in there at some point. We'll get right to that in just a second, but I just want to show you the First Street jetty camera down at the ocean front. A lot of folks enjoying the nice weather today, and there are some waves out there. Notice the folks down there walking along the beach. A lot of surfers, a lot of swimmers out there at this time of night. So if you plan on going to the beach tomorrow, here's your forecast. Low rip current risk. The waves not looking too good. Flat in Virginia Beach, 1 to 2 feet for the Outer Banks. UV index is going to be high, so you need to apply that sunscreen, and the water temperature into the middle 70s. We've seen some higher level clouds roll in on Tower Cam 10 there. Temperatures are into the upper 70s, lower 80s. 81 in Chesapeake, we're at 78 degrees. In Hampton, we're at 82 degrees in Suffolk, 84 in Williamsburg, 84 in Newport News, 79 degrees in Norfolk, 81 in Portsmouth, and 78 degrees in Virginia Beach. Now, our dew point readings right now are into the upper 50s and lower 60s. Now, dew points are really what we use to measure the amount of moisture in the air. Here are the dew point readings starting at midnight tonight and going all the way through the day tomorrow. So here's 8 o'clock in the morning, and here we ended at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Notice that these numbers are going to be going up. So we're going to be in the middle 60s tomorrow morning, and then we'll see those dew points average out around 69, 70 degrees tomorrow afternoon. That means that we are going to feel quite humid by tomorrow afternoon. So our latest future track computer model showing that we will see passing clouds overnight. Stray shower possible, especially as that stationary front is close by. And during the day tomorrow, with that increase in heat, increase in humidity, and that stationary front to our south, we're going to continue with that chance for a few isolated showers. Not a lot of green on the screen, but just be prepared in case you're outside and you see the skies getting dark, and make sure you have a place to go if the rain starts falling. Then as we head into Saturday night, notice that things quiet down once we lose the peak heating of the day. Then by Sunday, we're going to see partly cloudy skies. Sunday, though, we're looking at high temperatures back up around 90 degrees. So Sunday morning, we're into the 70s. Sunday afternoon, temperatures around 90 degrees. And we'll continue with those 90s as we head on into next week. So for tomorrow, partly cloudy with the stray shower possible. 86 in Elizabeth City, 85 Nags Head. We do have that low risk for rip currents during the day tomorrow. Isolated showers possible across the south side. 85 in Virginia Beach, 85 degrees in Norfolk, 86 in Portsmouth, 88 degrees in Franklin. Winds will be light out of the east at about 5 to about 10 miles per hour. And across the peninsula, partly cloudy with a light breeze, slight chance for a few showers tomorrow afternoon. 87 in Newport News, 86 in Hampton, 88 degrees in Williamsburg, 85 close to the water there, Poquoson and Yorktown. And across our northern areas, that stray shower possible, 86 in Melfa, 86 in Chincoteague, 85 in Gloucester. So a little bit warmer than what we saw today. And then as we head into your Sunday, partly cloudy, highs around 90 degrees. So the humidity will be high for both days, at least much higher than it has been the past 2 days. And then we're tracking a larger storm system that will bring us a better chance for rain late Monday into Tuesday, with temperatures around 90 degrees. A couple of days where we are going to see highs in the 90s. So it's back to that typical summertime pattern. And then we're looking at a drier pattern as we head toward the middle to end of the week.
The Tony Stewart NASCAR saga continues, and NASCAR makes a rule change. Who will drive for Stewart Sunday, and what do his fellow drivers think about the death of Kevin Ward Jr.? The Sports Wrap is next.
3,000, 6,000, 9,000? What can you save? It's the Labor Day sales event at your local Ford dealer, where you'll find America's favorite brand and get 0% financing for 72 months on 2014 Ford cars, SUVs, and crossovers. That's right, 0 for 72. That can lower your payment by up to $125 a month. That's up to $9,000 in finance savings. What can you save? Find out by September 2nd at your local Ford dealer.
Imagine designing your home around the way you live. Imagine seeing the people you love in a whole new light. At Ferguson Showrooms, our product experts will help you choose the perfect bath, kitchen, and lighting products for your home project, including top brands. Ferguson, helping you make room for life.
Priority Honda Chesapeake and Priority Honda Hampton are celebrating the Honda Summer Clearance Event big time. We've lowered our prices and worked with our bankers to give you some of the lowest payments of the year on new Hondas. New Civics, $102 a month. New Accords, $125 a month. The all-new CRV, $122 a month. And no payments for 90 days. All with priorities for life. Oil and filter changes and state inspections for life. And your engine guaranteed for life. The Honda Summer Clearance Event at Priority Honda Chesapeake and Priority Honda Hampton.
The original injury that affected my hips was a rock climbing accident.
Here's a guy who was active all his life, and all of a sudden, he had these limitations.
When I lost the ability to do the sports that I love, I felt depressed. I needed the hip replacement. Dr. Carter, he genuinely cared.
He wanted to continue that active lifestyle, and he really didn't want to have to compromise that, and I think he's got a great prognosis, and he's got his life back.
I can't describe the joy of being able to do something that I thought I'd never do again.
Bon Secours. Take a free assessment at HamptonRoadsOrtho.com.
Cameron McIntosh presents the spectacular new production of Andrew Lloyd Webber's The Phantom of the Opera. Critics are raving it's bigger and better than ever before. See the phenomenal new production of the world's greatest love story, The Phantom of the Opera.
2 weeks only, January 8th through 18th at Chrysler Hall. Tickets on sale now.
It often takes a tragedy to cause change, and NASCAR today swiftly implements a new rule following the on-the-track death last weekend of Kevin Ward Jr. I'm Bruce Rader. All right, drivers, you can start your engines, but you have to stay in your cars. NASCAR officials announced today that drivers involved in accidents on the track must stay in their cars until safety personnel arrive on the scene. The rule change comes almost a week after racing star Tony Stewart struck and killed a 20-year-old driver during a Sprint Cup race in upstate New York. Kevin Ward Jr. left his car after a collision with Stewart and walked on foot into traffic after the race was placed under caution. Ward motioned towards Stewart before Stewart clipped him. Drivers today discussed the new rule change.
I know it's a hot topic, and I think that NASCAR has made the right move in kind of redefining or better explaining and even making consequences for letting emotions get the best of you as a race car driver. Will that stop a driver that's really upset? I don't know.
I don't think that what they announced today is going to change anything as to what's going to go on in the garage area.
Now, for the second week in a row, NASCAR rolls on without Tony Stewart, who announced last night he will not race in Michigan on Sunday. Stewart is not facing criminal charges yet, but the investigation into Ward's death is expected to continue at least another couple of weeks. So for now, he's staying away from the track.
This decision was Tony's. Emotional week for him. He's grieving. Made the decision. He's not ready to get in the race car. And we'll take it week by week, and it's going to be up to Tony when he's ready to get back in the car.
Jeff Burton has been hired to drive the 14 this week in Michigan and says today that he hopes to help the healing process at Stewart-Haas Racing coming up this weekend.
Hopefully, me being here in some kind of way can help. You know, I don't know how, but hopefully I can find a way to help a healing process start. I don't know how that is, but that would be my ultimate goal for everybody, you know. So you know, obviously it's an awkward situation for everybody, but it's, you know, there's a lot of people at Stewart-Haas Racing that work really, really hard and deserve 100% effort from me, and that's what they're going to get.
All right, enough of that. On the track today, speeds were up at Michigan, and in the end, it was Jeff Gordon who topped the speed charts with a lap of just over 206 miles an hour to score his second pole in 2 weeks. In all, the top 3 cars broke the 206-mile-per-hour barrier, while 32 of the 43 cars posted a lap over 200 miles per hour. It's going to be a fast race in Michigan. And say it ain't so, academic cheating at Notre Dame. 4 players kicked off the football team. That story in the Sports of the Day coming up tonight at 10:45 on the Fox 43 Sports Wrap, and I'll see you guys back here at 11.
And Tiffany Savona will always give us an honest forecast.
I will. The heat and humidity will be back as we head into the weekend. We will have a slight chance for a few isolated showers during the day tomorrow. Sunday looking drier, but there's those 90s. They are making a comeback, and there's going to be a couple of them. Better chances for rain as we head into late Monday and Tuesday.
So honey-do list for me tomorrow, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All
Yep,
right.
you're going to have to get to it.
My wife is listening right now. I'll be sure to do that. We're back at 11, and we're always on WAVY.com.